Hey everyone, today I just wanted to make a quick update on the video I posted a couple weeks ago about the trading bot that I was using, which was running on a 100K funded account challenge with Elite Trader funding. So if you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen that I posted a couple days ago that this actually passed, which is super exciting. It hit the $6,000 profit goal without reaching the $3,000 trailing drawdown, and it took just about 5 weeks in total to pass the challenge. So super exciting stuff. Part of me still can't believe it since it was completely automated. And to be completely honest, I've been trying to secure these funded accounts for the better part of the last maybe 8 to 10 months, and I just haven't been successful. I've come close a few times, but usually when that happens, my emotions take over and I just do some dumb stuff. So I think simplifying my strategies down into some code that doesn't have any emotions has clearly been the best thing for my trading. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but I figure I could maybe go over some examples of the trades that I took and also cover some of the stats for anyone who's interested. So this is the daily equity curve over the 5 weeks that it was running. It started on the 9th of January. If I actually change this from daily to trades, you can see a little more granular fluctuation. Clearly, this was the steepest drawdown we had during the challenge. It was about $1.5 thousand, which is pretty good considering if you watch my last video, I tried to fit it so that the maximum drawdown from the ETF evaluation was roughly equal to the maximum drawdown that I saw when backtesting over the last year of data. So with that being the case, I only reached about 50% of the maximum drawdown that I expected. Definitely got super lucky in this area. There was like a whole week or so where we just weren't taking any losses. So that helped us build up a pretty nice cushion. So I'll try to show a few examples of what this was looking for. So again, I mentioned in that first video that this script is roughly based on my inducement strategy. And so this is the trade that actually made it past the evaluation. It caught this price leg very nicely. And the way it found that was that it took out this previous pivot, closed back into the range, and based on some other criteria I have defined, it was leaning towards bullish setups, and so it entered long and exited here. And then on the flip side, looking for a short setup, it noticed that we exceeded a pivot that was put in a little while ago, closed back into the range pretty quick, and entered short and ultimately covered here. Now I think these two examples are pretty lucky, honestly, as far as where we're closing the position before price reverses, but I honestly found this to be the case a lot of times, so it definitely makes me interested to look more into this profit target stuff that I have set up and see how we can maybe take better advantage of it in the future. And right here we have a losing trade. We took this pivot, closed back into the range, ultimately got stopped out, but then the same setup occurred with a pivot that was put in prior, closed back into the range again and took this one for a nice win. So as far as some of these statistics, you can see our total net profit was about $6.3 thousand, but I believe this was before commissions. I think the adjusted price is around 6.1 thousand. Again, started on the 9th of January, completed on the 13th of February. This stuff might not be totally accurate just because I was entering a handful of contracts in each trade, and sometimes they wouldn't all fill at once. So the orders would get split up into multiple sometimes. So even if I had one win and one loss, it might only see, one set of orders as a win, but then 3 sets of orders as a loss, and then kind of skew this data. I'm not exactly sure, but regardless, it still seems to perform pretty well. Pretty much 2 out of 3 trades were profitable. And I think what I said before matters more with this stuff. I don't think it took a total of 78 trades. It was probably something more like 40. And that kind of skews this data here as well as far as average winner and loser, since sometimes you're looking at the earnings of one contract versus a handful. You can see my largest winner and loser right here. Largest winner was 549, largest loser was 387. And again, this is kind of skewed because I programmed it to only take a maximum of 3 trades per day. So this should definitely be lower than 3. But since the orders sometimes get split, it would sometimes count as more than 3. Average time in the market is pretty good to know, 40 minutes. Profit per month, a little lower than our total net profit because we went 5 weeks. Max time to recover, 10 days, so about 2 trading weeks. That's good to know as well. But yeah, hopefully this stuff isn't too boring. I just figured it might be interesting for anyone that might be interested in building bots and stuff. I really just wanted to give that update that we passed the evaluation and are now moving on to trade a live account, which is pretty cool to think about considering we didn't really do anything. We just let it run for us. But like I've been saying in past videos, I'm happy to start leaning more into this stuff on the YouTube channel. If you have any ideas for what you want to see, please feel free to let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you in the next one.